Today, I'm reviewing C206 Ethical Leadership, and this is my review on what to expect, what the course is about, just kind of give you a heads up of what to expect if you are pursuing an MBA at WGU. Let's break down what this class is, what it isn't, what you can expect, and how leadership ethics differs from some of the other leadership style courses in the MBA program. C206 is structured around the idea that leadership is not just vision and direction. It's about ethics, values, and accountability. This course takes you through a mix of ethical theory, organizational ethics, corporate social responsibility, and how leadership can shape the ethics of company culture. If you've already taken the leadership course earlier in the program, this is going to feel very similar, but instead of focusing on what type of leader you are, it's going to focus on how you determine things are right and wrong in a professional setting. I'll be honest, this course is a lot of kind of just going through the motions for me. My general take on this and what I've just generally used through consulting and other pieces is just always be honest and do the right thing. And that guiding principle has worked well for me in my career. I haven't felt the need to complicate it with all the terminologies that in this book, but we're in this class, so we're going to figure it out together. Still, this course does force you to reflect on why you think the way that you do, which is useful in the business sense because your leadership, especially on the ethics side, will be challenged in business from time to time. Task 1 is all about figuring out what your ethical decision-making style is using the ethical lens inventory, or ELI for short. You'll get your results which describes which lens you are. For example, whether your ethical decision-making is more process-oriented or autonomy-oriented. There's many different options depending upon how you view the world and different lenses you can view them through. My lens came out as rights and responsibility, which isn't surprising considering everything I just said about just doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. I do care a lot about personal responsibility and holding those principles consistently. In this task, you have to reflect on what your preferred lens is, how your ethics show up in different settings like work or a personal life, your values and how they compare to classical virtues like justice, prudence, etc., and how you deal with ethical blind spots or risks. The hardest part for me really wasn't the reflection on this piece here, since it is so simple. It was more or less just writing an entire paper around it and then lining up my simplistic view with this with the lens report and all the terminology that goes along with this. Again, saying do the right thing because it's the right thing to do sounds nice, knowable, is not enough to fill out task 1 of this report. So as long as you can just cross-reference your mindset, your report, the rubric, put it all on the paper, and then have it all line up, you'll be fine. Task 2 shifts gears and puts you into a leadership role at a toy company named Paradigm Toys. In this role, you are tasked with doing the following: analyze the corporate social responsibility, or CSR, identify primary and secondary stakeholders, build an ethics training program, and even develop decision-making framework for ethical dilemmas. For me, this is the most textbook MBA piece of this entire course. You essentially have to model from the top down what a ethical program at a company should look like. The company scenario in this task is a little bit vague, so it does give you room to be a little bit more creative and make it a little bit easier because you get to create the problem and then solve the problem. There's no right or wrong answer as long as it's plausible and aligns with the information of this course. In my case, since this is a toy company, also recently new father, toy recall, top of mind. Toy recall / manufacturing shortcut and mistake was an easy thing just to kind of wrap a business ethics around a real parental concern and then just line it up with the rubric and turn it in. The last task is the most real world task that I've done so far in this program entirely. Essentially, they have about a dozen real world companies and a PDF copy of their code of ethics. I'm guessing they're all Fortune 500 companies because it's like Target, Best Buy, I think, British Petroleum, which is the one I did, and you get to critique their code of ethics. I chose BP because a big oil company, that's a pretty cut and dry line on the ethics one if I have to write a paper critiquing it. BP, their code of conduct's a lot to unpack with their history, but their modern day code of conduct is very well structured. If you ever read a code of conduct and say, wow, this looks good on paper, and then apply it to the real world, in this case scenario or this task, this does create the deeper thought of, you have your well-structured code of conduct, and then you look at some of the outcomes of that company. Then to tie it all in a bow, you get to apply legal frameworks, like in their case, US sentencing guidelines, Sarbanes-Oxley, whistleblower protections, and see how they actually keep things in line. Or if you're cynical like I am, how much they have built in to cover their butts legally. C206 Ethical Leadership, to sum it up, you kind of have two paths you can take on this. And inadvertently, I took them both because I did the course and now I'm making this video here. If you don't care about ethical leadership and you're just trying to race through the MBA as fast as possible, you could do that with this course. As long as, you go through the steps, you do your lens inventory, you go through task lists, just match up, the objectives, knock it out. You could just fly through it. And with my background and how I've been largely successful just riding on that ethical stance of just do the right thing, even if it's inconvenient, that principle for me has paid out 10 times more than any awkward situation that came along with it, just because of the respect that comes along with it. But then, being committed to this project of documenting it all, I had to go back and review it all to make this video. And that's where I had the light bulb moment, where if you didn't have that type of exposure, maybe you were more of an in-office job where it was more siloed off and you weren't in the field working with people or dealing with real life IT problems with a pissed off customer, X, Y, or Z reason, then this could actually help you build a foundational knowledge base to solve those ethical questions if you've never been put in those positions before. From an MBA course, yes, it's a good course. Yes, it's worth the time. And if you just need to fly through it because you're against the clock, you can do that as well. As always, thank you for watching. This is course 6 in the 10-course program that qualifies you to take the capstone and earn the MBA from WGU. If you want to follow me on this journey, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I knock out course number 7 or release information in the IT space or home improvement, DIY, dad, builder category. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but that's what this is morphing into. Until next time, bye now.